2023 has been an interesting year for Brawl Stars. Statistically, it was at one of its lowest moments, but personally, I really enjoyed a lot of this year's updates, being one of the best we have seen in years. There are two updates that are not as good as the others, and I'm going to discuss about them in this video. I have decided to start a new series where I will look back at the worst and best updates in each respective year. Obviously, today's video will be about the worst updates of 2023, and there are only two, so it may be one of my shortest videos in a while, but it depends on how much I'm going to talk about these updates. I will not talk about skins that much, probably just mention a few, but the important parts of the update are the brawler, new additions, features like masteries, and new game modes if they are added in the update. With all that being said, be sure to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to support my YouTube channel. Let's get right into this. Probably, without any surprises, the worst update of the year is the November update. In this update, we saw the introduction of Charlie, one of the most broken brawlers in the game. She could put enemies in a cocoon for 10 seconds upon release, had an insanely fast main attack at close range with minimal delay, resulting in broken stats. She impacted the competitive scene, especially during the World Finals, where she was banned in every match. Brawl Stars team nerfed her multiple times until the summer to balance her, and now she is considered below average, close to an average brawler in competitive play. The impact Charlie had on the game was huge. With Charlie out of the way, 6 hypercharges were added in this update, bringing the total to 12 at that time. Charlie's hypercharge is lackluster, simply her gadget with some stat buffs. Rose's hypercharge is quite good, with a helpful slow effect around her super. Colette's hypercharge is also effective, dealing significant damage to other brawlers and a lot of damage on the heist safe. Jessie has a similar story with her hypercharge, being simple but very effective in heist and viable in other modes like Hot Zone. Maisie's hypercharge was strong, dominating the meta for a few months before getting nerfed in February, pushing her out of the meta temporarily until now. Lou's hypercharge was initially broken, allowing him to cycle for supers easily by throwing multiple hypercharge supers to stun enemies. It received some nerfs, but remains a strong hypercharge option. Now it's time to talk about the main point of the update, the introduction of Mega Pig and the removal of the Club League, Club Quests, and Club Shop. The good part of Mega Pig is that it only occurs once a month, preventing burnout compared to the Club League, which happened twice a month. The downside is the random rewards, where a max Mega Pig has 20 star drops that could give you either great rewards or disappointing ones. One notable change in this update was to the star drops, particularly the legendary star drops now only containing star powers, hypercharges, brawlers of epic to legendary rarities, and super rare and epic skins. Previously, it could have included gadgets, pins, sprays, or profile icons. Overall, it was an okay update. Mega Pig has unsatisfactory rewards, but it's less demanding than the Club League. Charlie was broken, but it's unusual for new brawlers to be overpowered upon release. Most hypercharges except for Charlie's, and they were effective in balancing the game. The change to star drops was a welcome update. The rating falls between 5 or 6 out of 10. Next, let's talk about the September update. We saw the introduction of 2 new brawlers, Pearl and Chuck. Pearl is seen by the community as a boring brawler. I can understand that you need to charge your heat bar to do more damage with your main attack and super, but I have a lot of fun playing her. At the end of the day, everyone has their own opinion. Chuck, on the other hand, is one of the most unique brawlers we have seen, having the ability to put pots on the ground and travel between them, which can be very helpful in heist to get faster and deal a lot of damage to the enemy safe. Both had their share of impact on the meta, not as strong as Charlie's, but still a large impact. We saw the introduction of Hypercharge in this update, and it was a controversial addition. Many people said this was like evolutions from Clash Royale, but they are totally different. Shelly's hypercharge made her super larger, Colt's hypercharge made his super wider, Spike's hypercharge made his super larger, Bull's hypercharge, while using his super, he takes 80% less damage, and Jackie's hypercharge slows enemies when using her super. Pearl's hypercharge leaves a burning area after using her super, which is the worst out of them. Being the first hypercharges ever released, they are simple and similar between them, and made these 6 brawlers very good because the other brawlers didn't have their hypercharges yet. In this update, we saw the introduction of the gadget gear that changes a lot, especially for brawlers that have a good gadget, because it gives you 4 uses of your gadget instead of 3. They also revealed the updated roadmap, which showed the future features coming in the game, and that was exciting. Comparing to the other update, in this one we got 2 brawlers, and in the other one only 1 brawler, plus the addition of Mega Pig. Overall, it was a decent update. We had the introduction of hypercharges, which was fun to use, but they had balancing problems. With time, the Brawl Star team will fix it with the introduction of the new hypercharges. Chuck and Pearl were interesting brawlers in the game and had their share of impact on this game. 6.5 out of 10. So yeah guys, that is my look back at the worst updates of 2023. I love reading your comments, so write what you want to see me post on this channel. And be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.